Alaska's news source.
Good afternoon. Good to see all of you. You're looking good there in your homes. And Joe, you're looking good right here.
Well,
and
thank you so
don't
much,
adjust
Jim.
your sets. It's not Friday. It is a Monday.
It is a Monday.
But Melissa's feeling a little under the weather, and as is everybody. And so Joe, as he always does, steps in. Glad you're here, Joe.
Yep, glad to be here. I hope everybody's safe and at home enjoying the snow out there.
Yes, it's been coming down all day. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, an all-good news story is a nice one, a place to sit that will disappear in the spring. And we'll just leave that there for the all-good news tease coming up later in the show.
And then Dave, a first responder, goes out of his way to follow up with some elders after helping them during a medical emergency. His acts of kindness on his own time.
Yep. All right. And we can talk about a lot of stuff on this Monday, but I think the weather is the show today, the snow show all day long.
Here we are into the 6th day of February. We've had snow every single day, but one, except maybe just a little trace late yesterday evening. And now as we take a look outside, that snow has been coming down in earnest at times throughout the Anchorage Bowl as we continue to see light and variable winds. As we head into the day on Tuesday, again, continued snow showers for Wednesday as well. A brief cool down with sunshine on Thursday, back up into the low 20s on Friday. And then, Dave, wouldn't you know it, heading into another weekend, Super Bowl weekend, we'll see possibly another significant storm system moving into the Gulf and South Central.
All right, lots of avocados.
Yep, plenty of time to watch that one. So
guacamole.
sure. Yep.
All right, thanks a lot.
And the chips, don't forget the chips.
All right. Raised in the wild, but not feral, meet Ghost. It's a white dog who was raised by coyotes. Now he's adjusting around people. All right, this is one of those wild stories. Yeah, he was raised by coyotes. A Nevada dog was probably dumped in the desert as a puppy, unfortunately, but
despite that, he's amazingly friendly. Kim Passoff reports on Ghost.
2 coyotes home.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Quite a story.
Yeah, he was ready to get out of there.
He was.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know, I was raised by wild partridges. And they went on to make music and drive a bus, and I was left out of that. Yeah, the Partridge Family. You may have been familiar with them.
Did you help paint the bus? No. I love the sweaters that.
No, it's, he was ready to come home.
He was ready. Yep.
All right. Viola Davis joins a very elite few. She's got an EGOT. Yep. She's earned an Emmy, a Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony. How many other actors she shares that honor with?
Plus, one cool way for kids to wait for the bus, an igloo that glows. That's coming up today on the Allgood News. Destination safely across area roads for Tuesday. We'll talk more about some more snow heading into the middle part of the upcoming week. Snow cycle continues here, Dave.
I love a white Valentine's Day.
There we go.
I'm living for it.
Very well with the red, right? It definitely accentuates the red, for sure.
For sure. All right, thank you very much, Joe. Family members meet for the first time thanks to a DNA test and social media. Stephen Sarabia reports from Arizona. Coming up on Alaska's News Source with the All Good News, we're going to take you to a little igloo that has its own
snowfa.
What's a snowfa?
That's a sofa made of snow.
You're watching Alaska's News Source.
Hello, everybody. You know, Joe, we're getting a lot of snow, right?
We certainly are.
Yeah, well, at least a woman in Anchorage is getting creative with all that snow we got and we're getting.
And she's built a little bus stop that's uniquely Alaskan. Here's today's All Good News.
If you build it, they will come. And for these kids, it was love at frost sight.
Go on in there and check it out.
Well, say it ain't snow. Is that a little neighborhood igloo all aglow?
Have a seat, ladies.
Well, there's snow place like home.
You know what that's called that you're sitting on? A snowfa. A sofa with snow.
Yeah.
Snowfa.
Snowfa? Because it's made of snow.
Snow way. Would we call that freezature? Anywho, this is Amy Cuaresma. She built this little igloo. It gives kids a place to go while waiting for the bus.
And it's for the kids. And me. I mean, I enjoyed making it, but I like seeing the kids out here in the morning while I'm drinking my coffee and they're sitting around on the inside of it.
It's pretty cool, too. She made these colored panels and added adjustable LED lights, even a groovy little window for little freezy faces. You could call it pop art, or more appropriately, popsicle art.
It looks like you're having fun in there. Is it warm?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Warm is so subjective here in Alaska, but they look cozy. Sure, it's not a bus seat, but it's a snowfa. We're just waiting for the bus.
Yep, waiting for the bus.
I know. So why does Amy do this? It makes her happy, and
Maybe it'll inspire them to do something like this at their own, at their own house. And if that's all that happens, I'm happy with that.
Amy,
Yes.
more satisfied customers.
Yep. I think they had a good time. Kids are great.
I think it was a snowfa.
Yeah, I think it was the snowfa.
I would be happy if we had heated seats, though.
I can work on that for next year.
Okay.
I'll definitely figure something out.
That's good.
Every year it's going to improve a little bit more.
My bum is cold.
I bet it is.
Well, again, it's a snowfa. So a little glow can go a long way to making someone's day. The bus is coming.
The bus is coming. The bus is coming.
Amy Cuaresma, making her little place in the world glow.
I think everybody's looking for some little piece of joy in their day, and if this is it, then that's great.
What's great is the world's a little brighter place with Amy in it. And that's the Allgood news.
That's fantastic. Very good creativity there. By day, Amy is a nurse, but one of her passions is being creative with our heavy snowfall. She also builds big snowmen, of course, snow women.
Yep. And Amy is also known for her kite flying skills, if I can get that out, in the parks around the state. She has one kite that's more than 2 football fields long.
Wow.
700
Definitely
feet.
hold on to that one on a windy day.
That's another story
It
coming
might
up.
take you with it.
Yeah, thanks a lot to Amy Cuaresma. All right, here's Nora O'Donnell with a look at what's on the CBS Evening News at 5.
Dave, working and intensifying into the Gulf of Alaska, moving towards South Central, just in time for Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah, this has put a kibosh on my thinking about a convertible.
Yeah, well, you could have it for the summer months.
Yeah, well, that's true. So live a little. All right. Living it up in the city, what? A Eurasian eagle owl is on the loose in the Big Apple.
And Dave the bird is supposed to live at the Central Park Zoo, but it's out wandering around in New York City just like a typical tourist after someone cut a hole in the mesh around his enclosure last week.
What's wrong with people? I don't know. The New York City cops who are trying to help rescue the bird call him an escape artist, a real, stay with me, Houdini, and say the chase is a real hoot.
The bird's real name is Falco. Not quite like Falcor, like from the Neverending Story, right?
There you go. Look at him. He's there. He's like, you can't get me. You can't get me. I'm too high for you. The squirrel's like,
They don't know what to think, I think.
Thanks for showing the squirrel, everybody, in the boot.
There we go.
All right, thanks, Joe. And they heard a noise in their driveway. An older woman whose husband was in the hospital was home alone, but she wasn't being robbed. She was the target of an act of kindness. That story's up next on CBS 5 at 4. Yeah, that's really cool. Other ski resorts in the area were also taking precautions to keep visitors safe from that extreme cold out there. All right, everywhere on social media, you see photos of how people are planning to spend St. Valentine's Day. And many show a fancy dinner with their pets. Fancy Feast is helping you make the day just right with a cuddle collection, including a little something for you, a Snuggie hoodie with cat ears, fuzzy socks, and a wine glass. For your feline, some toys, a heart-shaped dish, and, of course, Fancy Feast food. But if you haven't ordered yours already, you might have to put together the $62 kit yourself. They've sold out. No word if they're going to restock. And soon you'll have to pay more for that middle seat. Get this story, right? Theater chain AMC is adding a good seat fee, so your ticket price is based on where you sit. It's all based on location, location, location. There's a standard price for regular seats, premium price for middle seats, and if you don't mind sitting in the very front, a cheap price for your neck. A new tiered system rolls out in New York, Chicago, and Kansas City on Friday, and other theaters will follow suit by the end of the year. I knew that was going to happen, right? All right, a cold record set here in Alaska is broken thanks to a cold snap in the Northeast and a very old dog who's a very good boy. Plus, Joe, we'll have another look at our forecast and that snow. That's up next on CBS 5 at 4.